A message on scheduling. So we can buy a bed and still not sleep. We can buy a watch or a clock and still not manage our time really well. We can buy insurance and still not feel safe. Like that, we can also send out 100 emails to schedule and not get a single response and not get a single meeting scheduled. And so all of those activities have this one thing in common. Your preparation prior to those things determine how you feel coming out of those things or the results you get while doing those things. And again, this message is specifically on scheduling. There's three important components to any scheduling process or any successful scheduling process. The first one is it needs to happen in a process-oriented way. So many times when we schedule for a region or a territory or a loop or with a certain group of clients, we send out a message to the 30 or 40 or 50 people that we're hoping to meet with. We only need 10 or 12 meetings. We get our 10 or 12 meetings, and the people who we didn't schedule with, we just forget about until the next time we're looking to schedule for that region. That shouldn't happen that way. Once you have reached out to someone, you should follow through and say, I fully scheduled for the week. Sorry we did not get scheduled this time that I'm in town or this time I'm in your region. But I do have some time to meet virtually. That's one. Two, I'd also like to tell you the next time I'm going to be around is this time, and I hope that we can schedule then. I've also given you a link to my calendar for you to schedule an appointment so that we don't miss each other next time we're in town. That shows process orientation. That shows a care for the people that we're trying to connect with in order to bring the value that we're looking to bring. In other words, I'm not just trying to get a meeting. That's one. Two, emails continue to be the way that we're all scheduling. That in mind, subject lines are king. I've said this before. However, so many subject lines I see have two things. Number one is the sender tries to put too much stuff in there. We can't get more than 42 characters in our subject lines. Otherwise, once it gets above 42 characters, we stop getting open rates. Keep it around 25 to 40 characters in our subject lines. That means I want to say hello, whatever that is. That's about 25 characters in there. The words, each letter is a character. Don't go above 42. Once you do, open rates drop. Thought one. Thought two is people send no value in their subject lines as well. They'll put in the subject line scheduling or looking to meet. Try to balance between a little bit of value and not too much to say. We have lots of these at Development Next Leaders, and we're very willing to share them. You don't even have to pay. The third thought, and this is going to be the power thought that you leave to the end, is what you say in that email is ultimately going to impact the opportunity for the person to respond. So two things to consider. One is that ask for a meeting should happen very early in email. It should happen up top. Most times people have lots of words, lots of sentences, lots of paragraphs, and then they say, I'm looking to schedule a meeting. We want to ask for the meeting up front, one. Two is there should be a value in every email you send. There should be something. Hey, I included a white paper that I thought would be very interesting based on your business's focus on this. Or I included a link based on the vacation that you and your wife took last week, whatever it happens to be. So three things to consider. One, process. Make sure even if you don't schedule for someone, let them know that you'd love to meet with them virtually or next time you're in town. Two is make sure that subject line has like this balance, this really careful balance between I have enough value in there, but not too much. Three is the email itself. Ask for the meeting up front. Don't bury it down the bottom. Ask for the meeting up front. Don't bury it down the bottom. And thought two is bring value to the email. You're not just sending an email to get a meeting. You're trying to exchange some value. These three things work consistently for all of the folks that we coach, no matter what they're trying to sell, no matter who they're trying to meet with. These are the things that work over time. Good selling, everyone, and happy Father's Day.